The remote island of Greenland found itself thrust into the spotlight this week, with Donald Trump showing a renewed interest in taking control of it, and his son Donald Trump Jr. flying in for a 4.5-hour visit. Greenland's geographical position between the US, Europe and Russia means it has huge value in terms of security and natural resources. The island has had a troubled history with Denmark, which first colonised it 300 years ago. Our special correspondent Fergal Keane has been talking to Greenlanders about what they want for their future.
It is one of the world's last wild frontiers. Glimpsed in the short winter sunlight, we're travelling into a place of pristine beauty.
This place is so remote that it's hard to imagine it as the front line of a major geopolitical row. But up and down this fjord in isolated settlements and across the island of Greenland, they're talking about Trump.
But again and again I would hear, this is their land.
Welcome to farm.
And Guttimeric Hansen and his family hunt and raise sheep for a living. What do you feel about Trump?
What the stupid human in the world like a Trump.
That's what you feel?
Yeah. I mean, we think about US and Trump, this is different. We need maybe work together with US, not Trump.
There's worry here. An Inuit culture that struggled against Danish colonialism doesn't want any new power taking over. In the capital Nuuk, there's a feeling that the Trump intervention has brought world attention to Greenland's campaign for independence. And there's pragmatism, a desire for strong links and financial help from America and Denmark.
Donald Trump is a politician, he's a hard businessman, and we know his rhetoric, and that rhetoric is something we have gotten used to since 2019. But what is necessary here is that Greenland, as a sovereign state, should negotiate directly with the United States and not Denmark.
The Eskimo are very primitive, and the Danish government is doing its best to keep civilization from spoiling them.
To understand what Greenlanders feel about the colonial past, it's important to know about racism and abuses.
Them home when a ship comes in.
Hedvig Fredriksson was only 14 when Danish officials fitted her with a contraceptive coil without her permission in the 1970s. She's one of over 100 women suing Denmark for its efforts to limit Greenland's population.
It was a very awful experience. I was still a child. It was just awful. I think the Danish people looked down on us, especially back then.
What do you need Denmark to do?
I want them to apologise.
However mighty, those wanting to control this land must reckon with an enduring struggle for dignity and self-determination. Fergal Keane, BBC News, Greenland.